Salutations, Wet Shaver Spencer here, back for a really exciting shave video today. Today I'm going to be using a wonderful product that is hand-tied here in Australia, and that is Rhodium knots. Hand-tied by Serge from Serbia. He's travelled over here to Australia and is now hand-tying knots. I only just realised this because I was following his page and I noticed that his bloody post had tagged that he was here in Australia, and I was like, oh, you like visiting, or have you got, you know, like an agent or something that's posting pictures for you? And he said, no, I live in Australia. I was like, oh, hell yeah. So we got chatting, talking about different knots, and he showed me a picture of a brush that I was really fond of. I went, man, that looks cool. The ceramic design looks incredible, and it's handmade by his sister, G Point Ceramics, I believe. Absolutely awesome. It's got like a copper color to it. Absolutely fantastic. The knot here is really, really good. I've used Declaration, Simpson, whole bunch, absolute whole bunch. This is absolutely right up there with some of my absolute favorite knots, and just it being hand tied here in Australia just makes it so much more enjoyable. In terms of performance, what I would consider this closest to, funnily enough, is one of my favorite knots again, the Chubby 3 Manchurian by Simpson. Simpson do really, really nice knots because they're very natural in terms of the processing. They're not heavily bleached, which gives you the gel knots like some other brands. So it feels a lot more natural on the face. Over gel tips, so it doesn't gel too much. It does a little bit, and I'll show you that after I wet it. And it just feels great. It's not too dense, but this is an older prototype of his. The newer ones now are a lot more dense. But what I'm suggesting to him is keep running something like this, because this is what I prefer. I prefer less dense because it makes the flow through that much more incredible for me. That Simpson, I rank way higher than Declaration, because Declaration, the one I had, the flow through wasn't great. Yeah, it was 33 millimeters, but I did load the absolute crap out of that, and yeah, it just doesn't have the same flow through, and they're very similar diameter. This lathers like a 24 mil brush. It's just got far superior lathers over the Declaration, in my opinion. Just gotta say that. So this, to me, is like a mini Simpson Manchurian. This is a 25 millimeter. Not sure what the loft is. Incredible brush. Let's get cracking on with the shave. Today, I'm going to be using the Supply razor. I've been using this quite a bit lately. Really nice. As well as the Rocknell Sailor. Such good razors. I've been using this pretty much every day. Gillette Pure. Also, did you guys notice, I follow Wet the Face on Twitter, and I was on there today and I saw him go, he replied to a tweet which was mentioning Gillette making a vintage style razor, and looked it up, and for sure on Amazon Gillette have now posted for pre-order, I think it's being released start of November, a new double-edged razor. It's a 3-piece razor, not a twist to open, which I thought was a bit weird. I thought they would try to do like a super speed type deal, but they're doing 3-piece. Looks really, really cool. I've already put mine down as a pre-order, so mine will come in mid to late November, just because I'm here in Australia. So I'm super excited for that. That should be incredible. I think it's around $35 to $40 US, obviously not including shipping, that sort of thing. For me, I think it's closer to like $80 Australian, just with conversion and extra shipping. Got myself a wine here today. Another Shiraz, really, really nice. Aftershave, Pacific Shaving Company, caffeinated aftershave. I've been using this every shave, without fail. It's great. Really, really good. All right, let's heat up the brush, heat up the face. I've just had a shower. As you can sort of see, my face is a little bit redder and a bit of sweat coming out. A little bit warm in here. But I'll show you the knot when it's wet. Just a really natural looking knot. It's incredible. The softness is so nice, and it's only getting better with use. I've used this quite a few times. Maybe, well, considering I've only had it a week, I've used it every day since, and done a couple of test lathers, and oh man, it's good. Alright, and it holds a heap of water. So I'm just going to wet the face. Alright, Gillette Pure. This shaving cream is so good. For the price, it's just so good. It's very drippy though, look at that. Alrighty. So, I've got way too much in there, which is awesome. Just slowly want to work it in, otherwise it's going to flick around everywhere. This stuff is a lot thirstier than you think it's going to be. It really does act like an artisan product. This handle is brilliant. Am I scared to drop it? I can't say I'm not. It doesn't make me scared to hold it though, or scared to use it. Still gives plenty of confidence that yes, I can hold this pretty comfortably, like especially with the shape of the handle. It's just very comfortable to hold. Very nice brush. Every time I look at it I get excited. I'm really enjoying the more minimalist brushes. I've got another brush coming in from Omo. Just move my drink out of the way because I bet lather is going to get in there. I have a brush coming from Omo with their super high density Manchurian. It is somehow stuck in Sydney. It's been there since the 4th. And I think we're on to the 18th now, something like that. So that's a bit of a pain in the butt because I'd love to get my hands on that brush, but that's a very simple handle as well. It's just plain black. But the handle shape is really nice. Really cool. Alright, supply razor. Love this thing. Really good. So smooth. So easy to use. Just gentle, no need for pressure. Man, these blades are so smooth. Of a day and a half's growth, easy. This supply razor can easily do multiple days growth. But yeah, so Serge, really awesome guy. He's got great customer service, and if you want, because at the moment he hasn't got a batch of what I'm using right now, if you prefer less density, send him a message. I'll put his link in the description on Instagram. If you don't have Instagram, just pop in a comment if you want, and I can put in his email in there for you. I'll ask him, maybe he'll let me pop it in the description anyway. And get in touch with him. And if you prefer the sound of a less dense knot, just have a chat to him. It's so nice. Just say you wouldn't mind, getting a knot that's like mine, Because he custom makes them, which is just so cool. So you can sort of let him know what you're more into, and he'll make that accordingly. Different sizes. I love this supply razor, dude. I keep forgetting how good it is as a daily driver. I'm normally into my more aggressive razors, but coming back to these more daily driver style razors is so nice. Probably the only downside to this razor is probably the length of the blade. As you can see, it's very short. Like a DE razor comes out a little bit further out, but the longevity of these blades is really good. I mean, I remember once I had my old supply razor, my first one, because I love these things. My first one, I had a blade sitting in there for probably 2 months. So bad, but I dried it off and everything, and there was obviously no rust. I was definitely not going to use it with that. I think it was up there, yeah, for 2 months. Used it, just felt like a brand new blade. I think I got 20 plus uses out of it. Normally I swap them out a little bit more. And I was like, I'm just going to use this until I can't. Yeah, it lasted me ages. Look at this little brush, man. What a killer brush. So soft. Such a soft knot. Yeah, if you want Simpson style quality, which for me is the best of the best, he is right up there. And I highly doubt you guys will be disappointed. I'll be very surprised because his service is incredible. His ability is crazy. I mean, this knot just feels so good. You just know the guy knows what he's doing. His prices obviously are going to be a lot more expensive than, you know, just buying from China, because he hand ties them himself to your specification. And obviously it will take a little bit longer too. But it's one of those things, you know, if you're someone that, you know, doesn't get Chinese made razors and gets things like the carve razor or, you know, a supply razor even, then you're in that ballpark to get something like a Rhodium knot from Surge. I thought I pressed on there, look at that. Yeah, I pressed down while going up, which is against the grain. So yeah, that wasn't a smart move by me. It's a lot more efficient than it feels. It just gives me way too much confidence. I've just got to take it a little bit slower. What I love about the supply razor though is how simple it looks. I love its design. How sleek and simple. I love it. I leave the out there and exotic designs for Kai. If you don't know, look up Kai Triska on Instagram and just look at his straight razors. He's a freak, and his brushes. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Everything's got to have damn abalone and the most exotic woods available. I'm not sure how many shades are on this blade. Quite a few. I would probably say 15. Still feeling super sharp. Alright. The smoothness actually comes a little bit later, but it's still really smooth. Because it's such a thick blade, you'll have all this hair on your face and you just lightly go down and it just trims it off so well. Alright, I won't dry my face this time. I always do it before I use alum, which is such a pain. Alright, alum block, go to town, and then I'm going to leave it to dry for a couple of minutes and I'll come back afterwards and finish up with Pacific Shaving Company and show you a little bit more on the brush and when it's dry and whatnot. Alright, I'm going to finish applying this and let it dry. I'll see you guys back in a couple of minutes. Alrighty guys, and we're back. I have put on the alum, I've let it dry, I've rinsed it off. I've rinsed out the brush, I haven't dried it yet. Just wanted to show you, it's got the real pointy look to it. It's absolutely incredible. It's such a good brush. Sorry about the bad focus, it's a front-facing camera on a phone. But maybe one day I'll get a nice good camera for videos, we'll see. Depends where this takes me. Once again, Rhodium knots. The links will be in the description. He's from Australia, so you know the quality is going to be alright. Ships worldwide, does full custom, whatever you want. So send him a message, let him know I sent you. So hopefully he'll sort you out. No, he will, 100%. I'm going to finish off with Caffeinated Aftershave by Pacific Shaving Company. I love this stuff. Been using it every day. Or every shave, I should say. It applies on thick, but it dries really well. So sort of feels a bit cloggy at the start, which I'm not a big fan of. It's why I barely ever used to use balms, but it's balms like this and Stray Whisker After Balm that make me use them literally all the time now. Because this one's caffeinated, I really try and get it under there. I really feel like the bags are sort of, like the darkness is still there, but I feel like the bags are going a little bit more, which is good. Fantastic shave, guys. So good. Rhodium knots. Definitely 100% guarantee that it's not the last knot by Serge you'll be seeing on my channel. Certainly want to try get a 3-band silver tip up in here. And maybe the dense knot as well, give it a go. Maybe he's got some wizardry that makes the flow through absolutely incredible. Who knows, we'll see. It was a supply razor as well, teamed up. Such a killer combo. Gillette Pure, incredible as always. At the moment it's my daily driver. What, never would have thought. Pacific Shaving Company, Caffeinated Aftershave. I've used pretty much half of this already, I can feel. Next to review, bet you guys will never be able to guess. A Prince Caliber. This is from Aldi. So I had a guy comment on my page a few, could be a month or two ago, man. It's been a while. And, you know, he was saying, look, man, you know, I've tried DE razors, I've tried cutthroat razors, I've tried all different types of cartridge razors. He sounds like he comes a lot more from a cartridge background, but, you know, he's given it all a go. He said this is unlike any of the carts he's used in terms of, you know, how well it shaves and the lack of irritation. 6 blades was what he recommended. So already has me wincing a little bit. I went and bought this. It's cheap as hell, like $8 for this and 3 cartridges. Yeah, that's so cheap. At the moment, they've got a value pack, which is one of these, and I think you get like 20 cartridges for $20. $1 a cartridge. That's incredible. If you think of Gillette, I'm pretty sure I saw a 12-pack of Skin Guard cartridges, which is 2 blades. 12-pack is $42. $42 to $48, around there. Stupidly different prices. And you get 6 blades in this, so obviously it's better. Also comes with a trimming blade on the back, which I just noticed just now. That's cool. So a little trimming blade, so for your little sideburns, that's cool. Awesome. So the diamond coated blades. Strip. Don't know what that was. It was a little... Hopefully I'm still recording and everything's still alright. Anyway, lubricating strip with vitamin E, aloe vera and micro silver BG. What is micro silver BG? Sorry. Oh, and we're back. Sorry, I know what happened. I started talking about cartridge razors and my phone crapped itself. In honesty, I've dropped my phone and completely smashed the screen, so I can barely see anything right now. and basically what happens after about, an hour, my phone starts to get a little bit warm, so it starts pressing all random buttons. So it was pressing pause and taking it on and off pause. So really sorry about that. Don't know whether I'll leave it in or cut it out, it pausing and me just wondering what the hell is going on. Anyway, just quickly, Prince Caliber, that's going to be the next video. Going to be weird using a cartridge razor. Not sure what I'm going to use, whether I use Gillette Pure or some proper artisan soaps, but we'll see. I'm excited to use it, should be good. Anyway, Rhodium knots, check him out. Absolutely, does fantastic knots. He can hook you up with a handle if you want, just ask him, but normally just sending out knots is what he does. You guys take care, stay safe, make sure you guys keep positive, keep smiling, and hope work and everything's going alright for you guys. Hope your health is good. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Catch ya. Look at the sweat on this boy. Woo! I'm gonna go cool off. Bye.